5'8" Graham. Meanwhile, it's Sheen up the middle to play the ball. King referees adjudicates the fifth tackle. And dummy to Hanson and Sheen on the burst. He's quickly wrapped up by the West defence. Rules played back to Pope, to Funge, to Roffey. Roffey's quickly wrapped up. Sorry, Stewart. Stewart plays the ball forward. The ball back to Scadden, to Pope, out to Coomber. Coomber brushes off Danzy. Danzy comes back again. Meanwhile, Coomber gets the pass away. Ball touched by a Western Suburbs player. Funge gathers the ball. He's back in field, still not securely held. Decides to stop, goes himself, puts foot to ball, drives the ball down into the brothers' goal post. Short's caught, hemmed in by the Tanner there and Ross. Eventually Dan Tanner brings him to ground. Kiss breaks away from the dummy half. Good run, Kiss. He's broken out of 3 tackles so far. Still going. Eludes another tackle up over the quarter way. He's fine at West quarter. It's winger Les Kiss to take the tap. Makes the tack with Sheen right behind him. Steps once, runs straight into Danzy, and Goff's put to ground. Plays the ball back to Sheen. Sheen to Pope. Michael Pope for the line. Finally pulled down 3 or 4 metres short of the line. Up and plays the ball back to Sheen. Sheen to Pope coming across, reverses it back to Rowan. Rowan to Robbie Hanson, and Robbie Hanson over the line fails to ground the ball. He's rolled on it. Misdemeanor around the play the ball. I thought it should have been also awarded there. Anyway, Mr. King's a lot closer than me. Again, brothers win the scrum. Flood of penalties here, and Pope goes easily over, dives in for a try next to the posts. Brothers are starting to gain an ascendancy in these scrums now. They've won the last. Radford's attempts brought down the last ditch tackle by Rick. Trevor's running wide. Thought he took it too far up to the defence. Clever pass away there to Kiss. Kiss is brought down. Radford on the fly. And Westerman to Funge. Funge to Hanson. Hanson's wrapped up. And Funge to Scadden. Scadden up there. Pope's right through the middle. Sheen through. Sheen's pulled down just short of the line. It's a little bit better passage of play here by brothers. Now they swing the ball wide. Ball out to Westerman. Westerman to Coyne. Coyne steps in field. Dives over and scores. And a just reward for brothers' enterprising attack there. They've always looked like they're capable of scoring a try, but unfortunately they've been letting themselves down by losing. And the restart of play. Making the ball up outside their quarter. Kiss is away here. Kiss running wide. Beats 1-2 tacklers. Hanson back to Kiss. Clever footballer, this Kiss. You can see his class. You can see why people are saying that he's got a big future in football. Again, Kiss involved in this play. I think there'll be a couple of brothers players who take a few lessons off this man at the present moment. He's continuing to involve himself in that passage of play there by brothers. Scadden setting up. Coyne up the middle. Brought down, no, Radford I should say. Fifth tackle for brothers. Pope's going to put the ball high. Very, very good bomb too, swirling around the breeze. Regained by Pope, and Pope scored a very, very good try. Very enterprising individual try then by young Pope.
The referee says a knock on in there, so we'll have another one. Scrum goes down, but West's hand in the scrum against Gerard. His brothers have just put the ball into touch. I'll take the tap. Hard, there's Stitt. Lots brothers on the attack, they're 10 metres short of the line. Here's Trevor runs very hard. Big man, he's brought down just short. Comes the short. Thrown back into Trevor. Trevor charges towards the line, and I think he's in. There's first blood to Brothers. And a good try, the big forwards of Brothers, taking their toll and able to push their way over the line and go in for a try. And Pope. Across it comes Pim. Pim out of one tackle. Thrown to the ground just short of the line. Kiss sees a gap and walks straight through it. And there's a good try to Brothers, to Les Kiss. He got the ball, there was a gap and he went right through it. No one able to put a hand on him and he went round to score. So there's the positions caught, and there's Danzy's first taste of the game as he goes in and tackles Pope, who's lost it, but the referee didn't see that. Trevor gives it a Kiss and Kiss is in. Walks straight through and Kiss goes round to near the uprights to score that try to make it 27 to West, 14 to Brothers. Kiss is always a danger man.
Short of the line, the tap's taken quickly, and it's out wide to the big Lindsay for Brothers, who's wrapped up and put down solidly by the Western Suburbs defence. He gets up and plays the ball back to Hills, who's going himself, and he was wrapped up and put to ground. He get up and play the ball back to Jensen. Jensen feeds Hansen from a nice crisscross move from the Brothers. Play the ball, and meanwhile it's Jensen up from dummy half, and Jensen's in next to the post. Quick little try there by Greg Jensen for Brothers. Good work. I would say it would be rehearsed. That beats 1-2 tackles. Finn finally swings the ball wide to Les Kiss. Kiss gets his pass away to his co-centre Clayton Westerman, who finds Kiss back again. Kiss coming up the middle. He's beat 1-2. He's out of 2 tackles. He's finally grabbed from behind and jersey slung to the ground by Barry Ryan for West. Kiss gets up and plays the ball to Funge. Brothers on the stampede here, and he finds Coomber. Coomber dummies, finds Pope eventually, but Pope's brought in a crashing tackle by Matty Nagus. Pope will get up and play the ball. He plays it back to his brother Pat. He swings the ball swung wide, first to Ronan, then to Funge, on to Kiss. Kiss gets rid of the ball to Ronan again. Westerman running wide. Westerman dummies to the winger. Then he gets his pass away finally to Coyne. Coyne back in field. Coyne. Clayton Westerman from dummy half up the middle. Clayton Westerman burst at 1, 2, 3 tackles. Still going Westerman, but he's finally brought down just a couple of metres short of the try line by the Western Suburbs defence. Now the ball, it's Brothers on the boil here. It's out to Trevor, to wide to Kiss. Kiss hesitates, goes again, out of 1 tackle, but he's finally wrapped up and held. He's only 5-6 metres short of the line. He gets up, plays the ball back. It comes through the hands of Pope to Funge. Funge looks to reverse the pass back across field to Wills. Wills up the middle. Wills is quickly grabbed by the Western Suburbs defence. Wills losing a little bit of ground here, and meanwhile the Western Suburbs player, Swan it may have been, no it wasn't, I don't know who it was. It was Barry Ryan has been penalised for his tackle, and it's Trevor to take the tap, and he runs forward. He's pulled down a couple of yards short of the line. It's Pope, and he fires the ball out to Funge, and Funge is over next to post for Brothers. And now that's made a good ball game out of this now, and meanwhile we have a little well, I have seen a lot of things in my life, but I don't think that I have ever seen a man score a try and immediately be sent from the field.
Reeves holds it up to Michael Pope, gives it to Paddy Pope. Back into Hayward. Hayward's pulled down just inside Western Suburbs territory. Sobresny and Goff the tacklers. Reeves, Pope, Ward. Ward bounces off the tackle of Rayner, but can't get away from the 2 front rowers in Tanner and Sobresny. It's played back. Michael Pope, Pat Pope. And it goes into Walker. Walker got a pass to Craig, who's short. Short puts the kick in, following it through Brothers, but it's taken by Dunrobin. Dunrobin got away from 1, can't get away from Short. He's up there to knock him over. And was there also, this is Wilson. Wilson's caught and put down. Tanner and David Gerard play it to Faulkner. Faulkner running from dummy half. David Gerard's got hold of him. along with Goff, and they put him into the ground, just out from their own 22. Brothers, Wilson in a dummy half. He'll take it to Pat Pope. Pope swings it across to Coomber. Coomber's pulled down on the 22. Swung across to Pym. Pym gives it to Ward. Ward's half knocked over, got the pass back to Reeves. Reeves starts to put on the pace runs hard for a front row, but he's met with good. Nathan Tanner kicks it. Wilson takes it well, 10 metres out from his own 22, runs it up 10 metres short of the halfway. He's put down. O'Shea it was in there to knock him over. Pym gives it to Pope. Pope to Scadden in from the wing. Away goes Scadden, puts on the pace, gets it back inside to Walker. Walker charges upfield. Play it. Wilson's up at dummy half, likes getting involved in play, Wilson. Through across it goes to Walker. Walker holds it up. Gets it out to Jamison. Jamison starts to put on the speeds. Down the sideline he goes and down. Faulkner a dummy half. Goes from dummy half away from one tackle. That was Barry Ryan's. He's finally grabbed and put down. Goff was one of the tacklers over there with Danzy. Brothers on the attack. Walker. Walker puts the kick through, chases it through, but Western, it's bounced back in field. It's dived on by Brothers, and that's a try to Brothers. The ball actually went through. It was hit by West, and it bounced back into play. There, Wilson calls mine, I'll have it. Gives it to Scadden then. Scadden gets it. He gets away from Gorton, gets it back inside to Wilson. Wilson's running into trouble. Peter Ross is there, and there's red jerseys came from everywhere. And Wilson plays at 10 metres inside Western Suburbs territory. It's played back to Scadden. Scadden starts to run down the sideline, but he's caught. Goff's got him, puts him into the ground. Pym's a dummy half. Gives it to Hayward. Hayward running it up. He's met solidly, got it back to Michael Pope. Puts the ball under the arm, but can't get away, and Sebresny's got hold of him and halts his progress. Just out from the 22 in Western Suburbs territory of Brothers through Pat Pope. Walker gets it back inside to Faulkner. Faulkner can't get the pass away. He wrestled to the ground. That was Rayner doing the tackling. Played back at Walker. Pope swings play the other way. Gives it to Wilson. Wilson gets it to Pym. Pym got it to Hayward. Couldn't take it. It's ended up with Scadden. Play on, says the referee. Scadden got nowhere to go. He's running to Gorton. He pushed off Gorton, but in doing so fell on the ground. He was dived on in turn by Gorton and also Tanner. He plays the ball. Coomber a dummy half, then Hayward. Hayward tried to get it away, tries to put the kick in, does eventually get the kick in. It's gone back, the ball's bouncing the nice way for Brothers, and they pick it up, and away go Brothers. Faulkner gets it to Walker. Walker sets sail for the line, gets it back to Faulkner. Faulkner can't get through. He's caught, they'll play it, the Brothers. Walker going for the line. Is he in? He is. That's the second try to Brad Walker, and the Brothers hit the level the scores. It's 8-all. Tanner, he couldn't kick, didn't have time to kick, so he decided to have a run, gives it back to Danny Tanner. Danny Tanner charging towards the line, but he's caught, wrapped up, penalty to West, and that's against a tackle a little on the high side. We've got a little Pope, Reeves, and 9 metres short of the halfway, Brothers. Play it back, Pope. Throws it out then to Walker. Walker starts to run. Still going. Walker gets away from the tackle of Ross. Still going. Walker flicks it back inside to Short. Short charging upfield. Got away from Barry Danzy, but Barry Ryan over the top knocked him into the ground. Pope, a dummy half. Gives it to Wilson running up. Wilson's caught in a great tackle by Hayward. It will be to play the ball. Sheehan's a dummy half. Takes it. Michael Pope, another of Brothers' big tries. He pushes off one. Can't push it off the second time. And Goff's in there to put him down. Scadden's a dummy half. Pat Pope. Ward steps back inside and he's wrapped up. Sheehan a dummy half again. Paddy Pope. Across it comes to Brad Walker. Walker shapes to kick, then keeps going. Get it out to Faulkner. Faulkner away. Away goes Faulkner, setting sail. Gets it out then to Jamison. Back inside to Faulkner, but he... Scrum is won by Brothers. Funge takes it out. Gives it to Kiss. He's got some room to move. Gets away from Lyons. Here's Wilt. Coming across. Here's Booth. Booth won't catch him, and that's a try. McGoldrick is the only one that would have caught him, but he couldn't, and a great try to Brothers, and there's the first try to the match. 3-2. Straight out of that scrum, that was top work by Brothers, and that's that man again, and that's Kiss. Kiss, you can't underestimate Kiss. Kiss is very fast, he's very agile. Pope up there regulating things. Gives it to Funge. Here they go again. They're really putting on some football. Funge running. McGoldrick missed him, but Lowe followed him up, flung him into the ground. Great run from Tony Funge. He'll play it. Cross it goes through Scadden. Then there's Kiss. Kiss away from Dixon. There's plenty of room out there, but I don't know who ended up with it. Pardon, that was Stewart. Stewart plays it back. Cross it comes to Kiss. Kiss stands up. Bennett still going. Kiss is trying to get the ball back. Does to Doyle. Doyle's got room to move. There's tons of room out there. Brothers are in. And if John Stewart hadn't scored that try, there were two others there that would have. Natives all in a bunch in the middle. Brothers, heaps of players over there. They've players everywhere. And Stewart ever present.
6 lead natives 2.
Scadden it was, gave it then to Funge. Funge threw it out to Wills. Wills takes the pass on the bounce. He's caught by McIntyre and put down. Last tackle coming up. And it's Pope who's going to put the kick in. It's a long one. McGoldrick's under it. Waits for it. Misses it. Funge has dived on it. That's a try. And a good try to Brothers. And Brothers are really flying high now. 9 points to 2 they lead. Having a look at what was coming and wasn't taking all that much notice of the ball, jumped a mile away from it. Trevors is caught by O'Shanassy, and there's a penalty and the blue. Penalty's gone to Brothers for O'Shanassy tackling too high. Given to Trevors. Trevors is caught. Booth it is that wrestles him into the ground eventually. Stewart holds it up. Lowe's got hold of him, as is Mayer, and he'll play it. Across it comes Scadden. Scadden's missed by Dixon, and that was a bit high by Dixon. And there's Westerman. Pope gives it to Funge. Here's Funge on the run again. Gets away. Plenty of room to move as Funge. Funge gives it to Kiss. Kiss is caught by Martins and put into the ground. Brothers nearly away again. Pope cross to Funge. Funge throws a long pass to Scadden. Scadden has put the ball on the ground. The ball's loose. Westerman's got it, and Hocking follows Westerman up and puts him down. He'll play it. Last tackle coming up. Very slowly plays it. Very slow to get to his feet. Pope puts the kick in. Puts it in. Lyons is under it. Lyons couldn't take it. Coomber took it, and Coomber's in. That's a try. And that makes it 14 points to 2. And Brothers are walking away with this match. 2 minutes remain in the first half. Across it comes Bennett. Bennett throws a long one to Hocking. Oh, Scadden's taken it, intercepted it. There's another try to Brothers, and they're in first up, 17 to 2. And Brothers are really steaming into this grand final. They'll be playing West at this rate. The pass. Cross it goes through Ronan, gets to Scadden. He's caught by Bennett, wrapped up. We'll play it. 5 metres inside their own half at the moment, they are Brothers. There's a one-handed flip by Doyle, who was knocked over by McIntyre. McIntyre hurt in that tackle too. Slowly to his feet. Meanwhile, across field we have Brothers playing it. Pat Pope it is to play it. He'll play it. Kiss gets it to Funge. Crosses a long one to Roffey. Roffey inside to Funge. Funge grabs it away. Goes Funge away from 2 tackles. Funge running across field. Gives it to Kiss. Kiss is caught. Got it to Coomber. Coomber's coming. Still going as Coomber gives it out to Wilson. And Wilson's in the corner. A great move. He's going to come right in under the post. No, he won't. Booth's there to stop his progress. But what a great try to Brothers. They're really putting those points on the board, and they're really making it look easy at the moment. Natives, no answer for them at all. Natives not tackling, leaving gaps.
Try to Brothers to number 5, Dennis Wills.
A chance for Brothers yet again to add more points to their score. They're leading 24 to 5. Across it goes. Here's guys. Ronan's gone right through. Some weak defence from natives. And there's another try. 27-5. And Brothers have well and truly into the grand final now with Western Suburbs. And if they... Then it's won by Lowe. Bruce Scott, he gets away from two tackles. Only put down Ronan it was that he got away from first time, and he followed him up. And there's a fight on somewhere along the road. I don't know where that came from, but it came, and it's all in. Everybody in. We're away with a fight. And there's punches going galore, and there's not many of them are hitting anybody. Now, I don't know where that started, but it came from somewhere. All I know is that it looks as though it's Bennett on the ground. Funge is back here, so I don't know who he's with. Bennett and Scadden. It looks as though Scadden's come up from underneath, and Bennett was on the top. And we'll play it. Castles runs from dummy half. Plays it, throws it back to Michael Pope. And there's tons of room out there for Wills again. Wills away, he gets away from Mayer, gets away, and there's another try to Wills, who's having a top game. There's Wills. And another try to Wills. Well, that's one of the rare misses by Mayer as far as tackles are concerned. But a good run by Wills, a good try by Wills, and... Scrum has been won by Brothers. And away he goes. Coyne's only had touched the ball about 3 times, and he looked, oh, he nearly scored, but he slipped over, gives it to Sheehan, and Sheehan's in for a deserved try. He's had a good game as Sheehan, and that was deserved for Sheehan. That's 37 points to 5, and Brothers whitewashed natives. Natives have never been in this from the word go. It's 11 minutes to go. Low, crossfield. Here's Wally. Wally caught by O'Brien, captain coach, or coach I should say. She's over the top. Here's Dixon running with it, metting a solid tackle, a real solid tackle.
To Egmalise, kicks it downfield. Chasing it up's Cobbo. Cobbo's going to have to run for it because it's going to run right over the try line. Now he picks it up just inside the dead ball line too. Runs it out of the try line area. Bumps off Dunrobin, but Dunrobin grabs him. And along there to give him a hand was Lowe. It's played back quickly. Brothers to play it just short of their 22. Stitt will play it. Plays it now to Jensen. Gets it on to Scadden. Scadden had to stop to pick that one up. Got it to Roffey. Roffey starting to run it across field. Still running Roffey. They're not going to tackle him. They hung off long enough. Jensen puts it in. Jensen takes it out for Brothers too. Quickly gets it on to Scadden. Scadden couldn't get it to O'Halloran, but he got it out to Stitt instead. Stitt finds a bit of a gap and starts to charge through it. Gets it back to O'Halloran now. O'Halloran with one hands it across then to Smith. Smith starts to run. He's got Cobbo with him. Gives it to Cobbo. Cobbo couldn't handle it. He gets the ball back. Jensen holds it up. Now gives it to Scadden. Scadden gets the pass out to Stitt, running hard onto the ball. Nicely tackled from Gadishki. Gahan takes the tackle, knocked over the referee in the process. Jensen gets the pass away to Short. Short held up. Short away from 1, away from 2. Still going across field. Short, no one wants to tackle him. Still going. Now he gets the pass away to Cobbo. He's wrapped up, but... put in by Jensen, taken out by Jensen. Gets it out then to Pym. Pym now playing in the back line. Pym got the pass away to Smith. Got it out then to Scadden. Plenty of room here. And away goes Stitt, and Stitt's in. Try to Brothers. He'll bring it round near the post. Top try to Brothers, and Brothers strike back now. They put their first points on the board. It's 18-4. Wrapped up. You know, Hanson's there. So is Zappo. So is Gadishki. Plays it. Short. Short pushes off 1. Now he gets the pass away to Roffey, but Roffey runs into problems over there. Goff's one of the tacklers. They knock him over. Plays it. Brothers to play it. Short. Short puts the kick up. Most of Brothers are offside. It's gone through the hands of Western Suburbs, and Brothers have got it back. 6 on, says the referee. Brothers to play it. Stitt came up with it. Jensen throws it across the short. Short gets it out to Roffey. Roffey starts to power towards the line. Got the pass out to Cobbo. He's in the corner. And Brothers are really coming back with a lot of tenacity in the first few minutes of this half, and it's 18-8.
Referee blows it away. Does referee Crawford? A-grade final underway. There's the kick from McGoldrick. It's a long one. Taken by Brothers down in their own goal area. Up they come. Solid defence in there right on the 22. Natives in there to knock them over. Brothers scrum to pack. Brothers put it in. Brothers take it out. Picked up by Brown. Brown in turn is wrapped up by McGoldrick. Booth and Lyons plays it. Cross will play it now. Pope's a dummy half. Hayward runs it up, knocked over 5 metres inside Natives territory. It's played through Gill. Harsh holds it up, dummies it, gets it back. The ball's gone loose. And we've got a first fight of the grand final on. As tempers frayed as the play goes on with Natives in possession. Dixon's got it. Dixon gets it across to Booth. Booth gets the pass out now. It goes to McGoldrick to Lyons. Lyons gets it back inside to the full-back. And still the fight continues. They're all more waltzing than fighting at the moment. Referee Crawford. Brown, Booth waits for him, puts him down. So Brothers back in Natives territory with a chance to mount an attack. Gill, Harsh, Brown back to Harsh. Then it goes on to Roslin. Roslin got it out to Brown. Brown gets it out to Roffey. Roffey's charging down the sideline, but he's knocked over in some solid defence. But they're only 10 metres out from the try line. Brothers on the attack. Through Roslin it goes. Danzy tries to stand him up. Gets the pass away. The ball's gone loose. Hayward picks it up. Hayward gets the pass across field. It's thrown out to no one. Brown picks it up now. Brown down the sideline. He's caught by Booth and also by Lyons. He's into town. It's played now. Cross runs. Cross is put down. Phil Brown from dummy half has a run. It's still going. Phil Brown away from a couple of tackles. Finally knocked over by Lyons. Phil Brown plays it. Cross gets it to Hayward. Hayward trying to find a way up the middle. He's knocked over. Will play the ball. Plays it now. Kicks put in. Once again, big open spaces where that kick goes. But plenty of Natives people there to get it. John Booth picks it up and he runs into trouble. And it's like a little waltz out there now. Booth there. Brown knocked over. Brown will play it. There's Danzy with the kick. Taken by McGoldrick. McGoldrick gets the pass away to Mansfield. Mansfield stop starts, then runs into trouble, but and over the top comes Danzy. Underneath was something else in the linesman's. Tap's taken. Brown it was that did it. Brown's knocked over. Brown will play it. Plays it across. Here's Pope again. Gee, gets through a heap of work. Pope will play it. Him and Cross. Played back. This is Cross. 10 metres short of the halfway. Cross plays it. Pope. And on to Gill. Gill gets it across to Harsh. To Hamilton, then on to Brown, and away goes Brown. This is Brown in full flight, wrapped up. But a great run from Brown, 10 metres inside Natives territory, plays it forward. They're not going to give him an inch, because he'll take a mile. Brown wrapped up again, he'll play it. Grills gets rolled off him, he plays the ball now. Here's Gill. Gill picks it up in the air. There's the bomb. It's going to roll back to Brothers. Hamilton took it. Throws the pass out to Danzy, puts another one up. And up it goes. They're all underneath it. Wally called for it, lost it. Brothers get it back, 6 on. Harsh tries to come through the crowd. He's knocked over. Here's Brothers' big chance. They're inside the 22 of Natives. Gill nowhere to go. Has to take the tackle. Natives spreading themselves across the field. Brothers running with it. That's Cross from dummy half again. Gets the pass away to Danzy. Danzy's just short. And it's a low one. Harsh chases it. Brown takes it. Brown runs it back up towards the 22. Set sail as Brown. Dixon knocks him over.
Plays the ball back to Cross. Tim Roffey coming in from the wing. Tim Roffey throws the pass. It's loose. It's dived on by Gill. Gill's still in possession. Brothers in possession. Just outside the natives 22. Here's Barry Danzy, the dummy. And away goes Danzy having a run, but he's knocked over. Barry Danzy ever so dangerous in that position. He runs from play the ball. Played it forward and took off. 9 metres short of the try line are Brothers. Danzy will play it. Plays it to Cross. Now to Gill. Now to Brown. Brown finds a gap and whoa! Just closed on him. Just closed on him. Dickinson got him round the ankles. Over the top came Plath. This is the last one. The kick is too big. Plath was there unguarded. Plath gets it across to McGoldrick. Then to Taylor to Johnny Booth. Booth's just short. Just short and hurt. Brown's in there from the wing. Gets it across field now through Harsh. It goes to Hamilton. Back to Roslin. Roslin's wrapped up. Dickinson down low. Taylor over the top. Played back. Kuehl with it. Kuehl's knocked over. 10 metres short of the halfway. This is Brown in from the wing again. He gets away from one. Holds the ball up. Pope's caught, but 10 metres inside Natives territory. Final tackle for Brothers. The kick will come from Gill. There it is. It's along the ground this time. And it's picked up by Mansfield. Mansfield's knocked over. Played. Hayward. Hayward's knocked over. Hayward plays it. This is Brown. Dave Brown gets the pass away, and away goes Brown. Brown's down the sideline. He's put the kick in. And Wally people there to pick it up. Brown takes it. Brown will start to run it up. Run it up he does. Out of one tackle, out of two. Followed up by Booth. They wrestle him into the ground. Brown will play it. 15 minutes remain. 6-2 is the score. Brothers leading Natives. Hayward knocked over. Played again. Thrown out. This is Brown. Brown's broken through. He's got Kuehl with him. Throws it back to Brown. Brown's dived on it. Wally was doing the tackling. It's thrown out again. Crossfield, Brown to Brown, and away they go. We're in the last minute. Natives have got to do something desperate. Grills, McGoldrick's call for it. He'll put the kick up. No, he won't. No, the ball's gone loose. That's the end of it for Natives. Mansfield's with it. Mansfield's driven back. The kicker's got to go. That's the only chance they've got. The hooter is only 30 seconds away, 20 I'd say. There's the kick, Roslin takes it well, that's it, shut the gate, close the doors for 1985, it's Brothers. Roslin takes the tackle. Watching the clock. It's about to go down on 20 seconds. Brothers to play it. They play it, 20 seconds left. And Brothers have got it. The hooter will go in a second. Pope plays it. Danzy puts the kick in and says, let's put them back down there and finish it off. There it is. That's it. The hooter has sounded. Referee Crawford calls it off. And Brothers have won the 1985 Premiership 6 points to 2. will play it. McGrath, second rower in Britain. Britain's knocked over. Will play it 8 metres short of the halfway line in their own territory, Brothers. Played now. Through McGrath to Scadden. There's the kick put in by Brothers. That was by Gott. It's taken by Simpson. Simpson starts to run, grabbed and thrown into the ground. We'll play it. Playing it to Scadden. Scadden gets it out then to the winger in Karana. Karana's caught. McCormack up from the fullback position to stop him. Plays it to Scadden, then on to Pym. Pym throws it across to Gott. Gott puts the kick in and gets it back. Still running, gets the hands free, gets the pass away to Evans. Evans has lost the ball. It's picked up by Brothers, still going. Brothers now wrapped up 5 metres inside Wanderers territory. It's played. Jensen in there, through to Pym. Pym gets it to Scadden. Scadden's caught by Gibbs, got it out to O'Halloran. O'Halloran gets the pass away, but Corona couldn't take it, and it's into touch. Scrum goes down, in, out Brothers' way. Scadden's got it, gives it across to Evans. Evans takes off, he's jumped off. Scrum packs, won by Brothers. Scadden still running across field, gets it back inside to Jensen. Jensen props to keep going. Jensen's wrapped up. Emmerich's pulled down. Jensen, O'Halloran, and to Pym. Pym on to Gott. Gott throws the pass out there to Evans. Evans charging down the sideline, but across comes the defence. Tony Hess. Played. Pym gives it on to Short. Short finds a gap. This could be the try that Brothers are looking for.
Pope runs the ball up. Met by Gordon, I believe. Cross at dummy half to Gill, to Harch, who's running the ball very hard. Slips a pass to Steve Roslin. Safely goes to ground with it. Hit very late by Wes Tanner. Great cutout pass to Patrick Pope there, but he's bundled into touch. Sorry, he's bundled onto the deck. Ken Thompson just moves 1 metre forward, met by 3 West defenders. Phil Brown at dummy half to Barry Dancy, runs it straight into the middle of the pack. Barry always makes ground. Thompson, Pope for a field goal. It's a beauty. Thompson to Gill, to Brown. Brown very elusive, swings a lovely pass back in field to Gill. Gill's away. Looking for support, none there. The support was there, but it wasn't safe to throw the pass. Good football. Thompson to Dancy. Where are we, fellas? Long pass to Michael Pope. Get rid of it quickly, Popey. On to Aaron Pym. On to Peter Cross. Michael Pope's over. A great inside pass. Ken Thompson will take the tap kick. Moves it out. Michael Pope's there to support him. Paul Lucy, the tackler. David Hayward brings the ball up hard, straight through. There's no one in sight. No one expected Davey to be there. It's a big push. It's a Brothers ball. Patrick Pope picked the ball up from fullback. Nice pass to Steve Roslin. He's got a clear run to the line. They won't catch Rozzo. Go Rozzo. Put it over, son. Watch the knees. Watch the knees. This has got to be an 8-pointer. These fellas, he's put the ball down. They're nowhere near him. They had to come in and hit him with a shin and hit him with a knee. You can't hurt Roslin either. A great try, set up by Patrick Pope, picking the ball up loose from a scrum base. He made a beautiful break, served a perfect pass to Steve Roslin just before the halfway line. John Gordon has picked the ball up, moving to the halfway, over the halfway now. Phil Brown will bring him down with assistance from Peter Hamilton and Steve Roslin. Roslin wrestles him strongly into the dirt. Cobbo, great tackle by Steve Roslin. What's wrong with that? Barry Danzy up the centre. On to Pat Pope, beautifully tackled by Robbie Seiko. Pat will play it forward. He's got some open ground out there. He's made good ground. It's almost up to West 25 metre mark. Well, the two Pope brothers can be thanked for that little bit of work. Great assistance from skipper Barry Dancy also. Ronald Harch to Phil Brown, back to Steve Gill. He's almost lost it. He's on the way again. Patrick Pope over the top to Michael Pope. That's not a bad kick. The up and under. Dunrobin's waiting for it. It's going to bounce back. Yes, this is going to be a try. Tim Hayward having a search out wide. He's gone up the middle again. Hayward's having a good... Paul Roslin, making a very hard man to tackle. 3 of them are still wrestling with him. Down he goes. Peter Hamilton is at dummy half. Out to Pope. It's a chip kick this time. He loves these. He's caught the ball. A big swing out to Steve Roslin. Will he get there? He's going to get there. He is there. What a great try. Patrick Pope has chipped ahead. Couldn't quite get to the ball. Tapped it over the head of the on-rushing Wester Porter. Made the break and spun a pass 25 metres out to Stephen Roslin, who has gotten around Sam Dunrobin. Hit the deck before the line, but his momentum has carried him over and brought to the 25. Here's Thompson. We need a runner. Dave Hayward again. Nice hard running, David. Ken Thompson and dummy half again. Loves the spot. And he steals another 5 metres. Got the ball away. This could be dangerous also. Brothers' backline is set. Phil Brown. Great pass to Steve Roslin. Nicely tackled by Ross Cobbo. The ball's inside to Ronald Harch, who's backing up always. Unfortunately collided with one of his own players and finished on the deck with Peter Ross marking him. Steve Gill to Paul Roslin. These brothers forwards are loving it. Tackled by Wesley Tanner nicely around the legs with Chris Blom tidying up. Thompson's always there at dummy half for Tim. Steps inside in the middle of the ruck. Gains a metre. They know where they've got to go now. That ball's got to go down to West line. A deep one, Patrick Pope. Back to Pope. Torpedo pump. As Dunrobin has misjudged it, it's going to go out. Brilliant kick. He can't do anything. Barry Danzy to Ross Keel. Inside to another loose one, Ross, but Paddy's picked it up. Paddy Pope's picked it up and takes it almost to the halfway line where he'll play it. Chris Blom was there to hold him. Chris Blom doing a tap dance there. He should concentrate on his football, I think. Peter Hamilton took the ball up. Ronald Harch falls over. We've lost ground. It's the last tackle. Patrick Pope's not feeling the best. It's not quite his usual long raking kick, but an awkward one to take for Sam Dunrobin, and he'll bring it out from his 22-metre line. He's met by a wall of brothers players. He's always in there in the middle. Here comes Chris Blom. He's going to have a little hit out by himself. He's not going anywhere. Well, this Chris Blom, you know, if this is what our police force is like, he doesn't impress me. And brothers will feed the ball on the initial knock-on. Herb won it back. Switch to the blind. Tim. Pope's away. Pope's away. Yes, out to Hamilton. Drives the ball deep. Paddy Pope picks it up nicely. Look after yourself in this run, Patrick. Yeah, a couple of little short jabs going in, but that was to be expected, I suppose. He's beaten them. Michael Pope takes the yard, confuses a few of them. Back, so Barry Danzy brushed off Wes Tanner as if he wasn't there. Taken a few metres. There are 3 of them on him now. They're lifting him, trying to drive him. Ross Cobbo's been sent off the paddock for 10 minutes, but the game was all over, and the brothers boys have gone wild. They worked hard. They got great support from the reserve grade. Johnny Reeves a very happy man, and he's deservedly so. Yeah, it'll be a hot time in the old town tonight. For West today, I think Peter Ross had a great game for them. Tom Douglas went okay. Nathan Tanner had a good game. The forwards. Chris Blom worked pretty hard. Brothers, I wouldn't like to pick the Best and Fairest award. All played well. Michael Pope, another 80-minute effort. You can't hurt him. Patrick Pope had a blinder, and he'd be my man of the match. Aaron Pym played well. You can go right through the side. Ronald Harch worked his heart out, ran the ball hard. Davey Hayward had a great farewell game. The new boys, Paul Roslin, killed it. The two centres, Peter Hamilton and Philip Brown, as good a pair of centres in country Queensland as you could find. Steve Roslin had a blinder. Barry Dancy's now being chaired, the photographer, by Michael Pope and Peter Cross. And Barry, what a winner. 6 grand final wins in a row. 4 with West and 2 with Brothers. And he led them from the front. Not that anyone will take any notice, but my points are Patrick Pope, Steve Roslin and Michael Pope. All the photographs have been taken on one side of the park and the commiserations have been handed around on the other side, but full credit to West. They didn't toss it in. They came back hard. A few silly errors, silly penalties at crucial times. You know, they might have been a lot closer again. Brothers' second premiership win in a row, and every time this video is played in the club, Paul Nott will shout. Barry, very, very happy, and I think he'll be quite happy to haul that heavy shield around the ground. Mick Pope won't let anyone else get a hand on it. Now they've got the old trophy there too, so Davey Hayward can carry one of them at least. At least that one's lighter, Dave. Good to see a lot of old faces back in the crowd. There's Nugget Sullivan down there, Neil Dwyer. Kissy and his family, of course. Good to see Michael Kiss back in town, another great player.
He kicks it deep. Gilbert's under it and he takes it cleanly. Gilbert's going to run it up. He's met in a good tackle there by Stu Grills and David Booth over the top.
Yes, and Gilbert plays the ball back to Dancy, dummy half. On to, that's out the centre, Chris Hamilton there, running hard on the ball. Brother Peter in a dummy half. He plays the ball back to Gill, and here comes Tank Duncan running on the ball, looking for support, can't unload. Up and plays the ball back to Cross. On to Gill, Derry Danzy's cut out, and it's Shanks Hansen. He's met in a good hard tackle there by the front row and Dickinson.
Paul, he's really kicked him back to 5, referee Alexander.
Yes. Play started at a fairly hot rate at the moment. Peter Hamlin's caught in the tackle, unloads to Peter Gilbert, steps and weaves, throws the dummy and cuts him out, and makes some good ground inside to Chris Hamlin, and Chris Hamlin steps out for the line, and it's 4 points to the Brothers. Chris Hamlin scored about 4 metres out from the goal post, and that's a fine individual try there, I think was set up by their captain, Coach Seb.
Yes, good work there, Paul.
Peter Gilbert, I think,
Peter Gilbert.
Yes,
very
Peter
good
Gilbert.
work.
Goodly plays the ball back to Danzy. Danzy on to Johnny Gilbert. He steps and weaves and makes a few yards there. He's met in some hard defence there from Waldo. Comes in over the top. Back plays the ball across to Gill. Here's Ross Clune. Picks up the big Mansky, the front rower down the centre. They're about 10 metres out from the halfway line. He plays the ball back to Peter Cross to Gill. Here's Tank Duncan running out a little bit wide of the ruck today. He's wrapped up ball and all by John Booth. Tony Darby tries to put him on the ball.
Big Tank up, Paul.
Yes, they'll have to do a lot more weightlifting before they'll get him up off the ground. And that's the long ball out to Peter Hamilton. Tries to step around a few, but can't unload the ball. Sixth and last tackle. What goes on here from the brother side? Back to Peter Gilbert, the kicker for the day. Passes back to John, who puts it out in touch. And a little bit of... so that sees the pressure of Brothers. They can't afford to do those mistakes, Paddy Natives, if they're going to win their game.
No, not when they're down there, Paul. You've got to try and capitalise on the kick he did do, but anyway...
And here comes Big Tank straight up the centre, trying to unload the ball. Looking a lot finer football this week than last week. And Brothers play the ball out to Ross Keel, who unloads the ball. That's Leroy Mansky, and they've been driven back in this play the ball. They tackling him about 30 metres out from the try line, crossing the dummy half from the Gilbert, and Brother John comes in for a little hard tackle, stands and gets out of one or two
running
tackles.
Hard today, Paul.
And it's crossed from dummy half, and it picks up Ross Clune straight up the middle. Ross Keel.
I apologise.
He plays the ball. That's Tank Duncan straight up the middle.
Paul, he is doing a lot of work, Tank.
Yeah, settling place straight up. and it's back to Gill. Out to Gilbert, and a long ball out to Chris Hamilton, onto his brother Peter, and a switch around, but they're tackled straight away there by the native centre, Ross Keel, who's met in a good tackle there by Waldo. Waldo, plenty of defence at this stage of the game. Back plays it across.
Here comes Tang. Oh,
that was a good hit there by Tommy McIntyre on Peter Cross. Shanks Hansen up the centre, inside to Barry Danzy. He pushes off one but can't get away from the tackler, Greg Taylor. He gets up and plays the ball out to Peter Gilbert, who goes to field goal. Yes, that's a one-point
field goal.
Stephen God. Tigers don't seem to be committing themselves to the defence like they should in the grand final, Robbie. Oh, that was a good solid tackle. Proved me wrong, though. He stood his ground. Strong young boy that he is.
He's been getting a lot of late ball away too, Gary. He's been a big factor in the brothers' first half.
Men over out wide for the brothers' team here. Emmerich, he's got some ground. Oh, he's made a meal. Colin Prince has made a meal of that. Stevie Russell, he's going to go all the way, this fellow. He scored. 12-6 brothers are leading. Very, very, very poor defence by Wonders there. Second touch on the brothers' camp there. Kevin Kelly to play it back. Turn back inside the Andy Hamilton. He'll score.
is the last time of under reserve grade. I'm sure the public today will agree that both sides played a good game of football. The Brethren got away with the last few minutes. Congratulations to players and foreign premiers. Congratulations to both sides. At this stage, I'd like to see captain of the brothers' side come forward to receive the Bacon Memorial Trophy for the reserve grade. I'd just like to see the good game, thanks, Bob. And thanks to the boys there, Little White. They came from, I guess, the bottom of the final to get up there and won it. Well done, fellas. The gap perfect. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Bob. I'd like to first thank the other maidens for the game today. Of course, those commiserations to Wanderers and West. Thank you here. And the my boys, thanks for the last 6 or 8 weeks. Put it in. You deserve the work that you got. Thank you. Thanks, Bernie.
Come on. Shit, what are you doing? And TJ, get him working.
Yes, Peter. Well done, mate.
Here's to take that. He's been brought down 5 metres from the halfway line. Hesse's gone for a skirt. He could go. He's in. Great try from Warren Hess. Great timing. And a big man like that at the rooster. To Joy. Joy inroads. Go, Joy. Go, Joy. Great pass. Oh, what a beautiful thought. Aaron Pym. What up out to Johnny Drews, who's shrugged off 1 flea. Shrugged off 2 fleas.
The man is only
Great run. He's unstoppable.
only 18 and he's playing like a man beyond his years.
Mick Pope. Good meter. He's up the middle. Great run. Oh, he's listen. What a great try, Mick Pope.
You're a champion.
He's busted him up the middle. He's found Hess in support. What a great try.
What is wrong with your ankle now, Warren Hess?
Receives the ball on his own 22, but can't only make a couple of metres before he's brought down. Hine from dummy half goes a bit of a run. Made 5 or 6 yards there. On to Ben O'Hanlon. Again, he goes for a run, almost to the halfway line, just brought down about a metre short of the halfway line. Peter Gilbert to Chris Hamilton. Peter bounced out of that tackle. That's the penalty to Brothers, the first penalty of the game.
Sorry, Peter Gilbert feeds. At that, Hamilton, short one to Paddy Paper up in the line. Taking down pretty good defence from Baker, the fullback, assisted by out to Harch, running to the right, runs it in. Hess a dummy half, races away. Scored about 2 metres short of the line. Gilbert calling back on the left. Good shot there. Try time. Good shot, Andrew Rodman. Sailed up, run into the line, held it up and headed on to Peter Gilbert. Right under the sticks. Good try, Bert. Touchline. Gilbert on to Ronnie Harch. Breaks through. Who's with Ronnie Harch? Takes the tackle. Nobody with him. Chris Hamilton has overrun the ball, so he's... Hesse's in. We'll go left again. Matt O'Hanlon calls it. Runs it in. Good shot out to Marty McGrath. Running down the touchline. Brings it back in. There's a couple of headhunters amongst this Wallaroos mob at the moment. They've got to start.
Hesse goes for a good skirt from dummy half. Makes it almost to the 22.
O'Hanlon to Rackerman to Pat Pope. He takes it over the 22 before he's brought down.
What have we got on?
Rooster.
Go!
Peter Hamilton, dummied. Yeah, great try, Peter Paddy Pope in support.
Is busted by the look at the whole lot of them out there. It's back out to Paddy Pope. He's doing a lot of damage here at this moment. Just can't put him on the deck. Warren Hess into dummy half. It's on to Ben O'Hanlon. He'll run it in. Big Bopper's on the boil. Hess in the dummy half. Rackerman. Short one into Matt O'Hanlon. Looking for the inside runner. Nobody there. Plays it forward. O'Hanlon runs. He's about 3 metres out. Fifth and last. Warren Hess has bashed his way over. He's done it again. You beauty, Hessie. Out wide is Mick Pope.
Peter Hine.
Peter Hine in the corner. Great try.
Excellent try there, brothers. Terrific work there from Paddy Pope. He showed his pure genius there in that move.
Both in defence and attack. He's been very solid in the reserve grade all season. And with this showing this afternoon, he's certainly put up a good case final a fortnight after that. But I think, early in the second half, or Matt will be stressing to them that they'll want to consolidate on this start. They won't want to lapse at all because Everton played a full game there and got man of the match honours there. Marty seems to have some sort of knee injury, getting at the ice application there at the moment. 6 tackles to go, says referee Alexander. Mick Pope away from dummy half. Goes for a good run. Gained 6 or 7 metres. In good position here. Another try would be great at this stage. As in the corner, replacement Stephen Hamilton. Great try in the corner.
Nice pass from the out to Rackerman on to Mick Ray. He decides to prop a bit. He sent a long spiral pass out to Ryan Hampson. He's going for the line. He scored about 2 metres out. Western Suburbs called on some defence out to Mick Ray. Back to Ron Harch. That's the fifth and last one, right on the line. That looks like a try. He's dived over from dummy half. That's a try to number 6 for brothers, Ryan Hampson. Excellent move there. That was come from break, and Ryan did exceptionally well to dive over from dummy half. That's the first 4-pointer of the game. The brothers sitters try line. Rackerman again, out to Chris Hamlin on the fly. Back inside pass into Cummings, the other second rower. He takes the tackle there. About 15 metres out. Rackerman to Ray, to Hampson, to Dalloway, to Went. He's searching for that try line. He's taken there the fifth and last tackle. He's about 3 metres short of the Paddy Pope decides he's over, and he's certainly scored there. To try there to brothers by number 1, Pat Pope. Straightens up the movement, and he's tackled on the 22-metre line. Rackerman to Ray, looking for runners out wide. Tony Bonus is there. Makes 6 or 8 metres. He's taken there by Peter Rouse. Rackerman runs from dummy half. About 5 metres out. Oh, you big hooter. Straight under the 6, Tony Bonus, too big and nobody there to put him on the deck. I think that's the try that brothers are searching for at this stage, and that's back to Rackham. He decides he'll have a go from dummy half. It's the fifth and last. On their line. Back to Nick Ray. Under Chris Hamilton. Oh, good. Fantastic ball there from Chris Hamilton. That's one of the best balls you'll see all year. And hit Paddy Pope right in the chest with it, and he's gone straight under the post. The Gopey hit the gap, and Western Suburbs were lucky to keep him out there. Mick Ray jinking towards the post. So fifth and last indicated. About 2 metres out. Looks like another try to the